Yes, yes, a lot to unpack there, Ishwar. But first, just let me say thanks for including us in this, and thanks for being a partner of WRI's in this work. We've learned a lot from JFF, and excited for this conversation. Learned a lot in the visit to India with Aries Charitable Foundation and our other partners in the CREST initiative. It was really eye-opening. It was my first time to India, but every time I go, I learn something new. And our WRI India colleagues set up a number of site visits with local micro, small, and medium enterprises. Also talked to some government leaders about how they were working with MSMEs. Anyway, there's a lot there, but the one thing I brought back with me was just an appreciation for how backwards some of our theories of change are when it comes to supply chains and people working in supply chains. I think, me personally, for years I've sort of adhered to the theory that you could have these big Fortune 500 companies set targets and goals and push them down their supply chain. But that only goes so far. You talk to a tier one supplier, maybe they're sort of taking the actions to help their big buyers meet their sustainability targets or greenhouse gas emission targets. But once you get to tier two, three, four, five, I mean, we're talking like really deep into supply chains. That that theory of change falls apart, and you're talking about very different interests. For the small enterprises, they're thinking about meeting payroll, retaining good workers, access to new markets. That doesn't always overlap with the sustainability targets that are getting pushed down. And an auditor comes in to check how much energy is being used or what kind of safety standards, but those check the box exercises, they don't always have the same sort of motivations or impact. um, so I saw a real disconnect between the big companies and the small companies when it comes to climate change.